In this video, I'll be exploring Kamathipura, one of the most dangerous areas in Mumbai. I don't know whether it's safe or not, but still, let's explore. So I don't know whether it's safe or not, but last time when I came here, I did record with my phone. I was safe, but somewhere, some random person saw me recording it, and I was almost snatched. But luckily, I was using a map. So I would definitely not suggest anyone to record anything in Kamathipura. If you really want to explore the area, you can just walk because it's a normal area. You'll see normal people, normal vendors, street shops, food stalls, a lot of things. There are separate lanes where once you go there, it's gonna be super weird. And yes, let's see what Kamathipura feels like right now. So I'm right now on the main street. It's kind of busy, but at the same time, there are a lot of people will be looking at you, and they'll be just sitting randomly on a street. Just don't think they're like a normal public over there. There are a lot of agents, and you got to be very careful even while talking about it. And you see the taxi walas over here. They're not regular taxis. They actually act as an agent also. So there are a lot of ways where you can actually access if you really want to go to Kamathipura. But one such means is to talk to a taxi driver. So they know a lot of people over there and they get commission out of it. So that's why while recording video, it's always better to focus on the frontal part where you talk to the camera rather than the camera recording the general third perspective point of view. If you are someone who doesn't want to go to Kamathipura but just want to know something about it, it is India's second largest red district area, and the first is the famous Vanagachi, which I have already been there. That is also a different level of shit show, you know. It is very difficult to get access into this, and a lot of people are very cautious, you know. Yeah, they do sex work, but they don't want people to record them. It's a privacy. Right now is not that famous, guys. Back then, the peak time was 1992, where you could see almost like 30,000, 40,000 workers. But right now, hardly 2,000 to 3,000 workers are still there. In spite of being India not legalizing prostitution, the entire Kamathipura area is probably the most legal areas to indulge in prostitution in Mumbai, if not in India. So yes, people still live, but at the same time, whenever you talk about something which is not going to be your cup of tea, we should also respect the privacy also. All these sex workers do have their family, they have kids studying at school, they're surviving in spite of a lot of hurdles. Especially, you know, a lot of HIV AIDS cases still happen in India. It is not that prevalent back then, but because a lot of NGOs, a lot of organizations, they have reduced the cases. These are all just basic information of Kamathipura. And beyond sex work, all the workers who are there in Kamathipura right now, they also do a lot of charity organization works. Some work in industries, leather industries, some work in large industries like they make textbooks, they make matchsticks. So there are a lot of other things beyond sex and prostitution that's happening in Kamathipura, but as an individual, it is not safe to go. See, that's the whole point. If you really want to go to Kamathipura, you can go. If you really want to talk to them, you gotta talk to them. You can talk to them. But if you're gonna go with agenda that I'm going to record a video or I want to record what's happening, then you'll be fucked. Definitely fucked. Because people are watching all around you. It is considered to be one of the most dangerous areas in Mumbai. Not just for prostitution, but also a lot of underground stuffs happen there. And if you really want to know the reference of Kamathipura, there are a lot of movies, but recently there's a movie called Gangubai. Alia Bhatt acted in the movie. That movie talks about the women empowerment because she is the first woman to actually bring the whole empowerment thing in Kamathipura, where women also had equal rights to say. A lot of sex trafficking cases were stopped because of that, and also women had equal rights to vote. There are a lot of women organizations inside Kamathipura, and at the same time, when talking about the bad side, a lot of sex trafficking still happens. A lot of young girls from Assam, North India, even Bangladesh, they all come here. They suffer one of the most tragic lives one could ever imagine. So these are all about Kamathipura on a general aspect. But only when you go inside, that is when you really know the heat of it. The level of seriousness that I'm talking about. I literally just saw someone smoking weed right on the public busy streets. He's just over there. Wow. So yes, like I said, this particular area is kind of bizarre. You cannot just be so casual. A lot of things can happen. And if you lose some stuffs, if they try to catch you while recording a video or something like that, just make sure that you just give whatever you have. Be it how much ever you have in the wallet or even your phone. So it's always better to carry less when you go to such areas. I'm not talking about the entire Mumbai. Mumbai generally feels safe to me, but not this area, guys. Not this. Definitely not. Whether I'm recording it properly or not, but I can literally see people looking at me, and this is funny, there is actually a vada pav place over here. Sorry, pav bhaji place. So if I get caught or something happens, then I'll just say I'm going to pav bhaji place, and I'm a food blogger. But yes, I can literally see people looking at me. Their eyes are all around this camera. So I'll switch this camera to my phone so that it makes it less weird. But yes, people have started looking at me. So pav bhaji is one food that you got to try in Mumbai, and there is one famous pav bhaji place which is right next to one of the most famous red light districts of India, Kamathipura. So I'm going to try pav bhaji at Kamathipura, and it's called Sardarji Pav Bhaji. So let's see what it actually tastes like. So this is the famous Sardar Pav Bhaji. So this is the pav, and this is the whole buttery gravy. You see the butter over there? I think it's going to be at least 1,000 calories. It's kind of expensive, for 210 rupees. It's kind of expensive. This is a pav. It is so oily. It's made of ghee, by the way. You have to dip into it.